Hello everyone, I am a dumbass. Hello? I've just been talking to myself apparently for the last 2 minutes because I forgot to press go live. Apologies. We're gonna continue here with the Haas stream. Bit of a oopsie there. My apologies. But yeah. Gonna continue with the Haas stream where we left off. The goal is very simple, straightforward. We're going to finish the last couple of races here. We have Sao Paulo, then we have Abu Dhabi, and then we'll see where we stack up in Season 3. Hello, Nankia. Hello, Dom. Yeah, we are going to continue finishing this. Hello, Pano. Pogmere. Yeah, we back. It's been a couple of wild weeks at work, basically, which is why I'm streamed. We've basically been running 50% staff, which at a school means a lot of pain, overtime, and general just tiredness. But it's been better these last couple of days this week, so I'm doing good now. Would have streamed last week, but unfortunately, kind of too focused on the Baku GP. Looking forward to the Miami GP this weekend, though. I'm thinking that we get some streaming done today, and maybe some on Sunday. I might stream after the quali on Saturday, we'll see. How many more seasons will I do before Fantasy 23 comes out? I don't know, honestly. Because as I probably will do the Canada Challenge game next, I'm also considering doing some one-offs with the save game editor, because you can actually do some pretty funky stuff with that thing. But we'll see. Maybe double digits. Depends on how live plays out, really. Hello, Dean. Hello, Wipe. I don't know. I think we're going to keep Italian Jesus, because he's actually a really good benchmark for Stroll and Latifi to some degree. I'm thinking of keeping him around. So far, I've gotten the car set up here for practice. Just need to get this set up, and then we'll be ready. But yeah, again, my apologies for the delay in the start. I forgot to press go live. You can watch me embarrass myself later on when the VOD gets uploaded in its entirety, because that'll probably include my own stupidity there. But yeah, I did see that they've like made a page now for F1 Manager news, so to speak. And I'm wondering how long we're gonna have to wait before we actually get some proper intel there. That's more like it. There we are. I think we're ready then for first practice. Yeah, if we want to have Magnussen win the championship this season, we're going to have to get a DNF from... we're going to have to get a DNF from Verstappen here, and he's already taking penalties. That's good. That is good for us. Struggling on who to pick for my next save. Who have you played as so far, Dean? Out of curiosity, because if you just limit yourself enough, then you could probably have fun with any team. Which is a shame, because that really isn't how it should be. Hello, Marco. How you doing? McLaren and Audi? Oh, editing. Audi. So the 99 and 1 mod and pick Minardi. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to try something like that too. Mods. I'm just too lazy to go through them, honestly. That does sound like a good suggestion.
Welcome back.
Yeah, did we not have a maximum? Guess we didn't. Great on that part though. See if we can. That should probably be optimal for Giovinazzi, I would think. And then we just tune this a little bit. And that will be more than good enough. I'm a bit excited, Wipe, honestly. Mainly because Baku was kind of boring. Baku's only fun if there's a lot of carnage. The sprint kind of had carnage, to be fair, but the race itself just had that one accident. So, kind of turned into bit safe, that part, yeah. The mod has an increased value of DNFs. No safety cars, ever? I would assume, Nick, that the next F1 manager will drop around the same time, yeah. Hello, Edster. I'm doing well. Work has just been a bit painful. Yeah, my practice starts, I think, is it in 2 hours? So it starts pretty late for me too, at 8. But that is still acceptable. We're here at quality though, so let's see what we can do. To be fair though, we don't really need to save ERS for Giovinazzi. He has 2 almost full health ones, and he still has 2 gearboxes to spare, with 2 races to go. Giovinazzi can actually wreck his car like twice at this point and still be in the running. So we're gonna install the best engine we have. Finally, just have to go all in here for Magnussen. And we're also just going to use the best gearbox. Rebel wins in Miami? Yeah, I would assume so too, honestly, Marco. Unless we have another incident where they get damage to their car. Yeah, Ninka, apparently it's just reported wrong. He will not be on the track with other cars. He'll be recording. He'll be recording there. They'll be there at the weekend recording, but the track will be clear for any other cars. So I don't think you'll need to be too worried about Brad Pitt. Like Herder made a joke that Pitt got a super license before he did. So that is kind of funny, honestly. Let me just check that everything is correct. Looks fine, honestly. Let's start qualifying. Debris literally shaking.
Radio check.
All little debris. You have to ban your Haas save? That does sound like a bit of a painful thing though. Like bugs killing your save. Ocon incident? Yeah. Oh, you mean that the end of the race where we almost got a meat grinder on live in the pit lane? Oh, that's just poor race management from the organizers, but again, it shouldn't happen. Yeah, it was indeed very fortunate no one got hurt. To be fair, there was one guy who was really, really close to like losing a leg, which again is very, very scary. Honestly, I think if you haven't played them yet, Dean, playing as Aston Martin and trying to replicate their successes from 22 to 23 could be fun. Because they're actually quite wild this season, honestly. It's a lot of fun to watch Alonso just genuinely have a good time.
Someone spun out.
I think we are safe here, but again, the Ferraris haven't run, the Red Bulls haven't run. There we go. We're 6/10 off Verstappen's pace. Did he get a new engine for this? Because if so, it's probably bye-bye championship. He has a new engine, but the ERS... Sorry. Yeah, the ERS area is what he changed. Yeah, this is gonna be rough. These last couple of races. Honestly, first season is just a throwaway, personally. Once you get the underfloor upgrades, things like that, you can start, you know, picking up some points here and there. But generally, I just watch it as I can chill and just power through the races and then try and focus at the second season. Yeah, the start of season 1 with no upgrades is indeed frustrating. Again, just take it chill. Power through the races. Could try and power level your drivers, but other than that, it's not too much. Spain is your favorite track? Honestly, Spain isn't bad. I think I actually like Baku in this game because Baku and Singapore, just because of the tire strategies that you can pull over the AI, are stupid good. So, again, it's not a good reason to like tracks in the game, but that's still fun.
I'll see you back here.
Or need a race strategist if you have a plan, honestly. He'll do the job for him. Don't need an engineer. To just get a man to train the pit crew. Oh, Gio lived dangerously there. Magnussen 210th. Kind of spooky. Yeah, because we haven't developed our car since we made a second part, we're kind of falling behind. And this is apparently starts and enters. Okay, let's see how this plays out.
Radio check.
Yeah, ready
Let's
check.
get them out, see what happens here, because I assume this is heavy-ish rain. Still light rain, and then we get heavy. That should be wets. Yeah, potentially wets here. The quicker we get a lap in, the better for us. So, if the other cars wait, that could benefit us immensely here. We have Ocon out. Either Red Bull or the Ferrari is going to get a lap in before it starts really raining. Looks like Paris is going to get one in. Again, still 4 minutes until proper rain. Bell is going out. Good for him, but he could block us a bit. Hamilton going out. If Vettel blocks us here, I'm going to be sad. It looks like we might get slight blockage. Oh yeah, we got massive blockage there from Vettel. The fact that Gio beat Magnussen is very, very sad for us. Verstappen is now doing his run. 2 minutes till proper rain. We might have to try and force out another run here, but we won't get it in time. It'll have to be full wets. Verstappen will get his run in here, just barely, I think. But because of the blockage there from Vettel, getting into Q3 might just become a bit difficult. We could try with the time we have left here, just do another run on the same inters. I think that is okay. But again, the water is just going up too quick here, and Verstappen made it just in time, and even then he's fourth. So yeah, Vettel screwed us over massively. Piastri's be only good, no wrecked any cars, fingers crossed. Good luck with that. Alonso Seb is the lineup I really want to test. It was fun, honestly, but Alonso will be better than Seb, just because of the stat distribution. Should be fine with firing Stroll, honestly, Nika. Deciding Williams, not sure what rookies use, don't want Piastri. Porsche is always a good pick if you haven't given him a go. Weather and race day for the game here, the weather will be sunny, I think, so no rain. Porsche and the Vries, yeah. I haven't actually tried the Vries in this game. Track condition change to wet. Potentially we have a Ferrari out though in Q2, which would be great for us because we are fighting the Ferraris. We're about 10 points behind them, I believe. If I remember correctly. You've updated driver lineups, yeah. Bottas, Alonso. Can you get Bottas still? Gasly, if you can get, sneak him out. Honestly, just getting, again, a rookie could work too. The Reese have had some bad luck, yeah, but would be interesting because I did read a post like you should give rookies 3 years to prove themselves. We're not going to do another run here. It might be a bad idea because it is starting to get lower here, but we'll see. We're going to do the gamble. Looks like we are okay, and Sainz is actually out here. So we didn't get completely screwed over by Vettel here. Just kind of screwed over. This does give us a lot of fresh softs for final quali here. It should be dry for the... No, it's actually getting rainy. I should have put on better tires. Oh, that is bad. It's 4 minutes rain. Most cars will get a run in before that. I'll do it on fresh tires, but I didn't because I'm a dumby. Verstappen is going to get a run in, maybe? Might get a little bit wet there towards the end for him. Let's see here if it hits now.
It looks like to us it's raining. Copy.
I really should have used better tires here. Verstappen, even with... Well, it was still dry, don't get me wrong. Ah, that's on me. I might have thrown it away here for Magnussen. Nah, to be fair, on this one, I screwed myself. I should have checked this immediately and switched to proper softs. That is purely on me. Hello, Blasted. I could do that, but it's no fun when you can just avoid your own mistakes like that. Gonna be an interesting race, though, with 3 sets of softs. The Vettel is taking penalties. Verstappen is taking penalties. In theory, we should be starting right behind him. Leclerc even starting 10-2, so the fight with Ferrari is looking great for this. But from any other perspective, we're kind of screwed. So, decently long pit lane, 24 seconds. Kind of safety car. Gonna have to gamble for a safety car. The performance here, softs are 3/10 quicker than the mediums, but with the degradation, they'll be equal in 10 laps. Then they'll start to lose out. Medium to hard, barely any difference, so going soft, hard, one stopper potentially here. We'll see. 2 soft strategy is possible, yeah. Well, 3 soft strategy is possible too if we get enough safety cars. Yeah, as you can see, the mediums here are just not worth it. Lap time is 500s difference. You lose 200s immediately, so mediums are only quicker than hards for 3 laps. Soft, hard, soft could work, yeah. It is probably the preferred one. As you can see, the AI will mainly be on double medium strategies, which is going to suck for them. So let's see, if we do lap 10, might be a bit too early. Lap 15 could work too. We're gonna really have to make these hards last though. Kind of unrealistically, so. This is gonna be tight, but it's potentially doable. I estimate pit lane sneak by the timing. A long pit lane would be about 30 seconds, a short pit lane would be about 20. So a 24-second pit lane is kind of in the middle. It's basically just based on averages. The longest pit lane is... where again? I don't remember, but it's like 32 seconds maybe? Pretty long. But it's not completely accurate because sometimes the pit lane cuts out a couple of corners and that saves you some time. So it's basically based on that. See how this works in comparison to, say... I don't want to get a medium into this, but it might just straight up be quicker. No, as you can see... Oh, that was the wrong one. Medium will be, for the final stint, be a tad quicker. But running the soft set until they're actually kind of gummy would benefit us. So I guess we start on softs, we go on hards, we try and keep them as long as we have. We're just going to have to hope that there's no safety cars in this window. And then we can go soft or hard at the end, depending on what we want to do. And since we're probably going to do the 1 lap overfuel here, we're going to burn the tires a little bit more than anticipated. We'll have to keep that in mind as well. Starting 4th and 6th, so again, not the worst. So yeah, this is the AI strat. It's actually probably the best one here. So we're just going to put Magnussen on it too. And as I said, depending on what happens in this window, we might go on a little bit earlier, a little bit later. Soft, hard, soft could work, but again, we'll be running it down to about below the 30% mark if we do that. Yeah, I am happy with this. It'll be interesting for sure to see if we can actually make anything out of this. And it'll be interesting to see the starting order here. Can I have a look at... I love that they don't give you the starting order here in the pre-race report. They give me my qualifying results. But yeah. Stuffs again, it's just 310s. It's degradation of 500s. Again, it's just 6-7 laps, and then the hards start to become equivalent. So in terms of pit lane, oh, of course you can see the average pit lane time loss, and then you need to factor in the stop in as well. So if you have slower engineers, it's going to take even longer. And the safety car, because everyone's driving slower, you only lose 11 seconds. Well, the stop here is actually a factor in because you have the green flag. 22 seconds, 2 seconds stop, out. Yeah, let's get on with the race and see where we actually end up. I think these are decent strategies. We might change things going if we need to.
I hope I'm not tempting fate.
Antonio, I have remembered to mute my Discord this time. I'd like to check that though. I assume that's you because I see a big one.
Who will win? Only time will tell. Here at the Sao Paulo Grand
So
Prix.
Alpine on the front row. That's something you see every day.
And away we go.
Verstappen down in 8th. Magnussen up in 4th. Could be interesting. We have Hamilton, Ocon, and Perez ahead of us. And they're all running mediums, I think. Yeah. Verstappen is also running medium. So this is actually really, really good for us to begin with. You can already see Magnussen doing some aggressive movements here.
Okay, good job, Kev. That's one.
Already getting 2 from the get-go. Well, not completely. Maybe not. We'll see. But there we go. And then we have Gio,
Good job, that's one.
who's kind of getting caught out here by Leclerc on the mediums. But Magnussen is doing pretty great right now. And we might just end up saving fuel and use the fuel to push on the medium stint at the end to save a bit of soft tire life and also to benefit off the push on the mediums because the mediums aren't really that good. Giovinazzi coming back at Leclerc. Can he make a move though? I find it funny how Aston Martin board thinks that 2 drives to P15 is a good target. It's a good base target for the season.
Good job.
I would like to see them be a bit more ambitious, honestly. But I think it's just to ease a player into it. You're not expected to just immediately, you know, run with it. So far, though, it's looking kind of good. Sainz is up to 14th. Made 1 place up. But I'm not wrong here. Verstappen has actually lost out to Bottas, which is, again, amazing. And Magnussen just got Perez, which means I guess we can tune him down to neutral.
Nice work, Kev.
We should still be able to just stick it out. Competitor locked up. Not Verstappen. Is it Russell?
Let's have a look. All eyes on Kevin Magnussen here.
Let's see if you can figure out who locked up. Stroll. Okay. I should have understood that when he was really far back.
It's Lance Stroll. And there's the lockup.
No damage though. That's good. I'll be streaming at least 3 races. So I'll be doing this one. I'll be doing Abu Dhabi. I'll be doing preseason and then Bahrain. Is the goal. And then I'll see if I'm doing anything more than that. I'm basically skipping first practice myself. I'll just rewatch it later. But if other people want to leave to watch practice 1 today, feel free. I'm not gonna hold grudges. But yeah, the goal is minimum of 3 races because I want to get started on the Canada Challenge, so to speak. I want to just be able to sit down and, you know, record for half an hour, a race here, a race there, when I have time. Because it kind of means to just chuck up a stream randomly when I have half an hour to myself randomly during the day. Magnussen lost out to Perez. Do we want to play games with Perez?
Let's see what happened there. So let's look at this. There's Sergio.
Okay, so I got him with DRS. Not too big of a surprise there, honestly. What I'm thinking is that we start to save fuel for Magnussen. Go balanced. I still think that we'll be able to keep up. I hope. If we don't, we're just gonna have to deploy ERS to make sure that we keep up. And as you can see, Russell is already falling behind a bit of a gap here with Geo, which is very, very good for us. Did spend his entire battery though, which is not good. But as long as Gio sticks with this group and kind of increases the gap down to Verstappen's group, that's going to be great for us. Sector 2 yellow. We've had a crash on track. Is this a safety car? Or is it just a yellow?
We've just had a crash on the track.
Gasly has
Let's
crashed.
take a closer look. Now look at this. It's Pierre Gasly.
Congratulations, Dom. Did you have a safety car help you out?
That crash is terrible news.
Honestly, if we want to win this, we're going to have to see that happen to Verstappen, which is a horrible thing to say. Because relying on the other teams to crash out is never a good thing. But it's just how things are shaping up right now. Magnussen has re-overtaken Perez. This gap does not look like to be 4/10. P90. Crash gate, yeah. Yeah, I need to crash gate Verstappen here because he is a victory ahead of us. 2 races to go. Abu Dhabi, we can do some safety car trickery most likely, unless we are the ones to crash out. I have a terrible track record at Abu Dhabi, so we just see exactly how that goes. But Magnussen and Perez kind of switching back and forth is kind of helping us out here. Unfortunately, though, Leclerc has actually made his way back up to DRS, which is bad for us. Like, proper bad. I don't think Magnussen has the pace to pull away from Perez, unfortunately. And that's gonna hurt us. I think we are currently in the place where we can speed things up a little bit. Magnussen and Perez are just gonna switch back and forth. Hopefully, Russell will be slow enough that he will kind of keep Verstappen occupied. But the second I wish for that, Verstappen just straight up overtakes him. Can Russell get back? He did. But then Verstappen got him back immediately as well, so it's going to be a rough one. Magnussen kind of fell back there on that overtake. Is this one where he just brakes and lets him go?
Goodness me.
Kinda. Engine wear seems to really use. You have a wee bit of damage from engine wear? Not sure I completely follow. Gio is still pushing fuel, but he kind of needs to just to keep up with the DRS train ahead of us. And even then, he's just barely clinging on at this point. It might be beneficial for us here to slow him down as well. And have Leclerc take charge of the train. Because at this point we kind of have to. We don't really have any better ways of doing things. If Gio slows down the pack behind by running less fuel, that would be better, but he's actually catching up now.
Haas with an overtake.
Magnus is still just playing back and forth with Perez. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Could consider slowing Gio down by having him just, you know, recharge. It would be a good way to slow Verstappen down too. But it would also make Gio the sacrificial lamb to some degree. Well, he already is. Leclerc's got him, and he's potentially out of DRS here. Nope, just barely in. But yeah, he's already getting overtaken by Leclerc. We need him ahead of Bottas, and we need to kind of actually micromanage him here, but that's going to be difficult. We want this gap as wide as possible between Gio and Perez and Magnussen. But it's going to be really difficult now. Verstappen's up in 7th. He's going to overtake him on this next straight. No way Gio keeps him behind. Never mind. Gio is a Chad. Well, now I got overtaken. But again, not a big surprise.
Red Bull moved up.
And Magnussen had a lockup, which drops him
Who's running wide there?
behind Verstappen.
And that's the lockup.
I swear Magnussen will lock up at the most inopportune moments, for sure, every time. But yeah, this puts us in a really, really bad spot. We're now 12 seconds behind, which isn't a lot, just time-wise. But it's still gonna suck, because we have bad tires. They are getting to the point where we're gonna have to, again, just pit. So it's gonna be rough. The only thing we can really hope for is safety cars. But even then, it's gonna be a bit of a gamble. Gio is in 6th. He's currently the best bet we have. That doesn't really help us a lot either. Some stoppage on track there.
Gain a position.
The rest has been disabled. This is virtual safety car, okay. Let's take advantage. It's a couple laps early. Well, 3 laps early. But let's get both Gio and Magnussen in. It'll save about 10 seconds. We're gonna have to go on the mediums towards the end anyways. So, let's see how this goes. Hello, Hector. You missed season 2, so I have to rewatch everything. Don't worry about it. We had a lot of, we had a chance in season 2, but Magnussen is currently spinning it away, unfortunately. We are going to try and double stack. See if we get them both through the pit lane before the virtual safety car is over with. And, interesting enough, Bottas, Sainz, Show. We have a lot of cars here pitting with us. That is Magnussen. Let's see if we hold up any cars now when we get out. Because again, they're on older tires. We are going to be quicker when coming out. We could get track position. But it's all going to have to depend on how quickly we actually get the pit stop done. 3.4, not great. And we're going to come out behind both the cars that pitted with us. For Gio, they jumped him in the pits. 3.1 for Magnussen. So we could push tires, but again, it's a bit risky, but potentially worth it here. Schumacher pitting, are we going to see anyone else pit? Probably not, since the virtual safety car is ending. They have about 60% left on their tires. Bottas, Sainz both went on the Haas as well.
The VSC is ending.
So the main thing here is just we're going to push a little bit here in the beginning. We need to try and get past these slower cars as quickly as we can.
DRS enabled.
And it's probably going to be a bit challenging for both Gio and Magnussen here potentially. We'll see. We are now about 30 seconds behind. Which isn't great, but it's not terrible either. See a good virtual stop. Gio immediately burned his entire ERS stack. But he did get that one, and next up is Sainz. Unless Bottas holds Sainz up, we're not catching him, I think. It's gonna be difficult.
Is that a new race position for Haas?
But as you can see, we are gaining on the leaders. So when they pit, potentially we could be ahead of them. Magnussen gets Tsunoda. Next is Show. And then he has a gaggle of cars, which is going to make overtaking a bit difficult, honestly. In terms of lap times, 13 5s, 14 blanks. So they're still running quicker up front. 13-1 there for Magnussen. But if we can close down a little bit, any kind of gap we manage to eke out is going to be good for us.
Oh, did someone run wide there?
Okay, mine's got Albon. Again, Gio is not gaining, he's actually losing to the cars ahead of him. Leclerc and Alonso are pitting. Can we get them here? Looks very doubtful. We'll get Vettel and Alonso for both of us, I think. But that's also the extent of what we're going to get. We now have a few cars ahead of us pitting. Paris is pitting. Can we jump any of these guys? Probably not. Too many of them, though. Up front now, we only have 2 cars left that hadn't pitted, Verstappen and Russell. Gio is potentially in the window to get Verstappen here. Just barely. Russell is going to get, but Verstappen is just slightly quicker. He did come out in 7th, though, so you can see just how much he lost out with the stop there. Perez still ahead. We are 5 seconds with Gio, 8 seconds with Magnussen. So still not terrible, but again, also not great. We'll have to see exactly how we do this. We're going to slow down, save a bit of fuel here to the end. Unfortunately, no DRS train for us to latch onto. It would have been great if we could run along there with Verstappen. But they're probably going to be starting to pull away here. 13.3s, 13.4s versus 13, 12.9s. It's gonna be painful. The fact that Sainz started in 15th and is now leading because of the pit stop is kind of nutty. But Perez and Verstappen both going mediums, so they've both gone medium. Gonna end it on the hard then, I presume. That is gonna be a bit interesting. Need a miracle to score points with Aston Season 1? Honestly, you just need to wait for some of the later races. Singapore is always a good one if you just try and play safety cars because there's going to be a ton. Brazil is probably one of my worst tracks. I just don't know how to play it properly. Right now we can actually just do 8x because I don't think there's anything in particular I can do here other than burn fuel. Oh, this might give us something. A virtual safety car, Tsunoda with a penalty. But yeah, not anything we can really do with that. No point in pitting. And yeah, nothing we really can do there.
I think we can take a look now. Watch this. We're looking at Lando Norris. And that's a big smash. They'll have felt that.
Oh look, that looked weird. But yeah. 3 cars pitting. Again, looked really wonky. Not much you can do here. The only thing we can really hope for is Gio and Magnussen DRSing each other along. But even then, it's going to be micromanagement. Make sure it happens to
DRS enabled.
Lanes. Okay, safety car. Even if we pit, we're going to come out pretty far back. Again, no really point to pitting here. So let's just harvest, save tires. Again, it is supposed to do this automatically, but I'm just going to be extra safe and get this done like this. All you hope is indeed on Singapore. Yeah. Tsunoda has crashed out. Okay. So again, all the accidents are happening to the bottom. To the bottom teams here, unfortunately.
Clearly, something went very, very wrong.
Hello, Dark. He tried to do the wall run. And couldn't make it work. I'm wondering if I want to just give Gio the let Magnussen through on the restart. Even if it's kind of risky. We had been further off the track, this would actually be a pretty good position. Unfortunately, we aren't. The rest is fully recharged. Let's see here where we end up. Safety car is in this lap.
Safety car in this lap.
Gonna push fuel. Gonna go standard on tires. And then we'll go overtake once we get to the timing line. I'll have to see what we do with Gio. If we're gonna just allow Magnussen to go by him, so to speak.
Safety car is in this lap. Safety car is in.
But we'll see.
Copy.
So tire-wise, they're on medium, so they're kind of starting to fall off. They're still holding up on the front though. We have all the Haas in the cars around us because we have been kind of abusing them. So it's going to be interesting to see if we can make something happen here. As I said, I might just need to let Magnussen by on the straight. But I don't like using the don't fight teammate thing, but it might actually have to happen here. If we want to have any chances of good results. Don't worry about it, Dog. I'm bad too. Particularly when it comes to judging drivers. Magnussen has been spinning out of most of the points here. We've had a few accidents. I also ran used tires for a one-shot quali with later rain, which was unfortunate. Okay. That is the championship fight out. For sure.
Okay, Kev.
Let's take a look at the replay. All eyes on Kevin Magnussen here. A definite collision there. That's very unfortunate.
That is unfortunate indeed. Hello, Tor.
Copy.
But yeah, that's going to be bad for us on several fronts because Ferrari is, again, just 10 points-ish ahead of us. So we crash out. We screw ourselves over. I did indeed. This track and Abu Dhabi is, I think, the tracks where my drivers crash the most. So, might have Gio out here too. We shall see. But at least now Gio's going to get some love. Going to get micromanaged to some degree. The wall should have realized I had the right of way. To be fair though, Magnussen kind of weird into the wall after he went off, so can't blame the wall. I also should have taken charge of third practice here, made sure I have a second set of hards.
In this lap. Safety car in this lap.
Copy.
Charge off.
This rate though, we might actually be able to go on the softs at the end, although it's going to be
Okay to push.
pretty tight. We're going to need one more safety car. And with my luck here, it's gonna get jinxed, and we'll have Giovinazzi do the safety car. He did indeed just fork smash his car right into the barrier. Staffing gets Ocon on the restart is also not something we need to see. So if we want to win now, we're straight up gonna need Verstappen to crash twice, and even then I don't think we can get it. I think we're gonna be 1 point off or something. But strange things have happened, and I've had bigger disappointments in my life, so I'm not too worried. Honestly, a bit unsure what we can do here because again, we're gonna have to get some pretty good points here with Gio with Sainz up on the podium if we want any chance of taking over, battling Ferrari at the end. So it kind of looks like we're getting second in the driver championship, which isn't bad, and third in the constructors, which also isn't bad, but still. If this were 2 races ago, I would be hoping for a lot more. Which is very, very unfortunate. And of course, the second I thought about only the lower end crashing, Magnussen just goes, no, I can crash too. So far though, it looks like we're just struggling to keep up even with ERS usage, even with a fuel push. Hamilton does have a tire advantage. But even then, I think we're suffering a bit more than we should. We'll see with Paris and Verstappen. They should again be going on the hard to the end. So they might actually be a pretty big problem here, potentially. We're gonna have to just go neutral here on the ERS.
You have DRS.
Because otherwise we're gonna end up using it all. DRS is gonna be our one hopeful saving grace here in catching up. But even then, it's gonna be really, really difficult. Hamilton has been left behind, which kind of works in our favor. We can potentially fight for 6th, but we did get overtaken by Alonso. Ah, never mind.
Just advanced.
We're gonna bring back in a very old, well, not very old, an endeared term on this one.
Look at that. They've spun their car.
Finishing with that.
And the team had such high hopes today. What a shame.
There we go. Dream title matching what is currently going on. Basically, DisHaasterclass. The thing is, Sauron, that the places where you can crash in this game are pretty much scripted. Like, you don't have any random organic crashes. It's like turn 1 here. You have the spins over here. Like the wall hit, the spin. I don't remember a lot of others on this track, but again, you're predetermined on when you can crash. Don't worry. Don't worry, Kieran. Nice to see you around. Hope you enjoy your time at Grandma's. I will. But yeah, Gio now down into 17th from 9th. That is gonna sting, and now we are kind of parked. Everyone here. Multiple cars have crashed. We have a safety car. We're at the back of the grid.